So what is going on, guys? Today what I basically wanted to talk about was just the stigma that surrounds mental health. So stigmas suck, basically. So I guess the first question really is, what is a stigma? And from my understanding, it's basically just kind of an impression or a thought or a notion that's just associated with a certain group of people, and it's just kind of constructed by society. Basically what a stigma does is make people fear, being looked at differently, being treated differently, being spoken to differently, maybe being pitied, maybe they're gonna feel ashamed, maybe people are gonna look at them as ungrateful, whatever it is, right? There's a lot of things that stigmas can do that negatively impact the people that suffer from, mental health problems or issues or mental illnesses. I want to basically show people that it's okay not to be okay, and if you do have any problems, definitely speak about them. Now, the problems I speak about the most are depression and anxiety, but those aren't the only mental illnesses that have a detrimental stigma attached to them. I mean, there's obviously OCD or eating disorders, addiction, tons of different things that kind of fall under mental illness. I think all of them have their own stigmas attached to them. I just want to let people know that no matter what your problem is, you're not alone. Now, basically, the only way to end a stigma like this is to talk more about it, be more accepting of it, and be more compassionate to others, but also just talk about the problems that we face as an individual, right? Now, everyone's always the first person to say, it's okay to ask for help or it's okay to talk about your problems, but then when it comes time and we're actually the ones suffering, then we kind of stay quiet because we want to be viewed as, normal people, strong people. You want to be looked at as healthy and reliable, but you also just don't want to look ungrateful. So a lot of the times that's the reasons, or some of the reasons, maybe there's more, why people don't actually talk about their problems, right? I think it's important that we kind of all do our part to make everybody feel a little bit more comfortable in their skin and a little bit more comfortable just talking about the issues that they're having and reaching out for help. And I think that we could all do our part by just helping out to end the stigma. That's part of the reason I started this channel, and it's part of the reason I talk about some of the problems that I talk about on this channel, because some of them are trivial and some of them are a little bit silly and ridiculous, but sometimes those are the ones that impact us the most, and if we don't talk about them, then it's going to be a lot harder to talk about something that's a lot more serious, right? I think we all need to work together to help end this stigma. So I'm challenging you right now to open up about a problem that you were embarrassed about in the past. Maybe you currently are still going through it and you haven't spoken about it yet, but comment it below or message me privately if it's a little bit too embarrassing, and just try and get something off your mind. So I'm challenging you right now to go and do that. Maybe just think about it. At the very least, write it down in your journal, because then at least you've reflected on it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.